Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is October 31st, and right now we are looking at the infrared satellite imagery. You can see the state of California here off to the right. You can see some mountain wave action off the Sierra Nevada. I always like to see that. We'll look at the visible satellite here next. But we've got some below normal temperatures that are going to be with us here for the next few days. We have a frontal system that's going to be moving down the state. We're going to show you that here in the weather models in a moment. We've got some mountain snow, some gusty winds incoming, and maybe some precipitation for even portions down towards Southern California. Taking a look at the visible satellite right now, again, you can kind of see the wave action coming off the mountains there. You can see this very weak frontal system that's falling apart, but we've got more cold air on the way, and this is going to drive another frontal system and down the coastal areas. Some big waves are going to be accompanying that as well, and we're going to have some strong gusty winds. We'll take a look at that here in a moment. Channel doing pretty well. We're on our way to 30,000 subscribers. Hope you guys are enjoying the daily updates here. Let me know in the comments below anything else you'd like to see, but yeah, it's been fun so far for sure. Now, taking a look at snow forecast today through Saturday. Look at this Donner Peak, 8 to 12 inches, and pay attention to that snow levels. 6,500 feet, 5,000 to 6,500 feet. That is today through Saturday, November 2nd. Some moderate impacts. Watch out for the slick roads out there. Be prepared for the winter driving conditions going back and forth across the passes. We're getting towards that time of the year, but still late October, you know, it's a little bit unusual. It's nice to see for sure. Now taking a look at precipitation forecast, check it out today through Saturday. Look at San Francisco up towards a half an inch of rain here. Sacramento, half an inch towards an inch. Higher amounts further you go northwest and across some of the higher terrain. Check out Blue Canyon there, an inch and a half towards 2 inches. And again, those snow levels between 5,000 and 6,500 feet. Now, looking at chance of precipitation here, greater than half an inch. You can see San Diego does have that chance coming up there. The National Weather Service continues to show this, and this was issued very early this morning, about 4 a.m. But yeah, Irvine, 30% chance as well. Palm Springs, basically 0% chance for that. More on that here in a moment. And winter storm systems this week. This is Reno National Weather Service, which of course does cover some portions of California. You can see the snow levels again driving on that point right around 5,500 feet, 5 inches of snow along some of the mountain passes, and take it slow. You guys know what to do. Now, taking a look here at the composite reflectivity, and I'm going to push through here, and you'll see some of the showery activity as we go through the day today. Generally on the wane, but as we start to go through tonight and on into Friday morning, you can see the next frontal system bringing some of that rainfall across northwest California. Here comes the Bay Area's turn as we go through Friday night. It looks like Sacramento, Sierra Nevada, and then this frontal system tries to bring out some precipitation across some of Southern California here as well. It doesn't show too much in some of these weather models. I'll show you the European here in a moment, but it does show some precipitation across Southern California. And also, this is going to bring some wave action and some gusty winds with it out of the northwest and the west. Taking a look at some of those winds right now, this is the 12Z North American model. Put this into motion. You see some gusty winds across some of the ridge tops here, southwest wind across the Sierra Nevada. As we scroll on in through today, you can kind of see the gusty northerly wind for some of the San Joaquin Valley, across some of the higher transverse range, southern Sierra Nevada, northwest winds coming down the coastline here. And then as we scroll off in towards Friday, you see the next frontal system arriving, a bit of a surge in some of the southerly winds here across some of the Bay areas. We go through Friday night into Saturday morning. And watch right at the end of the run here, these gusty northerly winds, westerly winds across the higher terrain, peninsular range and off the coast as we go through Saturday afternoon, which would be right here. Those gusty winds are going to continue on through Saturday night at least. Now, looking at total precipitation in inches, this is the European model. So you can see the next frontal system coming down. It's showing about maybe 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch for the Bay Area and maybe higher across the foothills, Sierra Nevada, northwest California. But if we scroll off in towards Saturday night and Sunday, it does show some of that precipitation, but it's, you know, it's mostly confined to the higher terrain. You could squeeze a little bit of measurable precip across some of San Diego County and maybe a little bit up towards Los Angeles and Orange County as well. We'll see how that trends. We'll look at that again here tomorrow. Now, looking at 2-meter temperature anomaly, you know, kind of a nice break here. We're below average for a while across California, Nevada, Arizona, and Utah, and that's going to remain the case as we go through this weekend at least. We do have the potential to start warming back up again a bit as we go through the extended forecast, but we'll play that day by day, and we'll break that down. I'll keep you alert on that situation as well. Looking at 5,000 feet, this kind of gives you an overall picture of Hawaiian Islands bottom left. There's the state of California. This is temperature anomaly at 5,000 feet. So you can see the cooler than normal air associated. There goes our next frontal system as we go through this weekend, going to keep us below average across the southwest USA. And then this ridge tries to build in there. And that's what we're kind of watching. Are we going to go drier than normal and maybe warm things up a bit? We'll see how that trends over the next few days. We'll pay a little bit more attention to that as we go through tomorrow's forecast. If we look at significant wave height and direction, so as we scroll through the day today, some big waves headed for the Oregon coast. Got some high surf advisories up for that. But you can see this wave action I'm going to back up here and really come down across the Bay Area as we go through tonight and on in through tomorrow morning. It should be stretching across some portions of Southern California. It doesn't show too much of a bump for Southern California, but again, pay attention to your local surf and wave forecast out there if you're headed out towards the coastal areas. Now taking a look at total snow in inches. So we get a little bit here still snowing across some of the higher terrain, not too much to speak of. But as we go on in towards the weekend, I'll show you this. So let's start to time this out. You can see the snow starting to fly across Northern California as we go through Friday night. And then Friday night, Saturday morning is when the bulk of that snow is going to fall across the Sierra Nevada, and even some of that teasing out across some of the higher terrain of Southern California. Pretty chilly air mass, as you guys know. We've been talking about that for a few days. But yeah, we could squeeze some out for the higher terrain in Southern California and some decent amounts. Prepare for winter driving conditions. Again, mainly above 5,000 feet for the Sierra Nevadas. Now, 6 to 10 day temperature, Alex, still have that below normal signal here, but you see this above starting to creep in there, and we have that below normal signal. As we get that frontal system through here, we're probably going to dry out, but again, things change pretty rapidly at this time of year, so we'll revisit that on a daily basis and try to get better consistency with that as well. So anyway, hope you guys are liking the channel. Click like and subscribe. We'll do this all again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.